Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy is here again. It is time for some reviews. We are back in deep with Kyuranger. You can see I have the Kyuranger, I have the Houou blade and shield right here. This is the transformation device for Houou Soldier. I said transformation device, not henshin device. Yeah, I'm always going to be harping on that, folks. Anyway, but we have this. This is our 12th Ranger, technically. I mean, he's more like a 6th or a 7th Ranger. It's the 3rd mecha. Typically speaking, in these lines, in a Sentai series, there's 3 big main mecha. So this is the 3rd of the line. And again, they mess up their little numbers with how many Rangers they have. So the term 6th Ranger has kind of gone by the wayside nowadays. But anyway, we have this to review. I'm going to get to this in a second. Hopefully I have enough batteries, because that's always an adventure if I don't. But I'm going to also give you a quick review of the special set of Kyutama. They've been releasing the Kyutama in groups of 3, or with weapons, or Zords. Sorry, mecha. And some of them have only been released in like the capsule form, and you've had to put them together yourself. Not sure if we're going to get deluxe versions of all of them. I believe there's around 90 of them total. 88, I think, numbered, and then some bonus ones. Because like this one is number 89, the fancy one for the Argos ship. But so around 90-ish total. Some of the later ones, number-wise, actually don't make specific sounds. I've noticed that a lot of the ones that are in the capsules, if you put them in the Seiza Blaster, the sounds are generic. They don't really make anything specific. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm just going to take a quick look at these, and then we're going to get on to the main event. And I'm going to have some more stuff, guys. I'll give you a quick preview. I do have the mecha right here. So that's going to be another video. And I also have another loot anime that I've got to do. I'm going to record 3 videos right here, right now, a little behind the curtains telling you that. So lots of good stuff coming up this week. But all that aside, we're going to bust out our Seiza Blaster. Aha. Oh, and we need our little knife. We forgot our little blade, folks. You need the little blade so that you can go to work and you can open up all the good stuff. Where is my blade? I need to buy more blades, actually. This one's getting a little dull. Always a good idea, guys. For like $1 or $2, you can get like half a dozen razor blades. And they're just great. I use them for opening toys because you can just cut across the tape really, really easily and not damage your packaging if you're looking to keep it. So a little pro tip there if you haven't done that before. Although, I figure if you collect toys like I do, then you probably know that. But hey, who knows? You could be a first timer. Alright. Oh, a couple more tapes. This is the Toki Kyutama, that's 14. Argo Kyutama, 89. And the Kaminoki Kyutama, which is 34. I'm trying to remember what these all are. So this one is like a time one. What's really cool about this one is you can see the number is a little red and blue, and the way it turns, it's blue, and then it's red. So it's kind of like a time travel deal. That's a cool one, very nice. The Argo one, what's interesting about this one is besides its bronze color, is the ship inside is actually a physical ship. It's not just a design on the Kyutama, like it's actually there. So, and then 34 is, it looks like Red gets, because like it looks like Red's normal there, and then he gets some weird hair. I'm not exactly sure about this one. I feel like this might be movie stuff. Not entirely sure. This one, these two specifically, because this one is that we've already seen in the show. But obviously they're all special for some reason or another, because they all aren't just the typical gray, design like this one is, but they also have little bonuses to them. Shinier numbers, different colors. So let's pop some of these in. So it kind of like sound like a cape flowing. Maybe it is the hair like flowing. I think that's all we really need to do is just check out the attack version. So it's a ticking clock. That makes sense, obviously, with the chime. And then finally, we'll get to the Argo. So it sort of sounds like the flapping sail and then the actual water noise of it sailing around. I'm just seeing if there's any extra noises since this one's actually more is associated with an actual mecha. Alright, so nothing really there, guys. But, you know, unique sounds for all three of them. So, nice to have more add to the collection. I think right now I'm around 44, 45, counting these ones that I'm getting here today for a number of Kyutama total. So still, only about halfway there. There's a lot more out there still to go with this series. Anyway, so that's these. We will set these up to the side. That's all fun and games. But we are on to the sword and the shield. On the top, you can see all of the Rangers. Looking very nice. Very cool. Nice shot of Houou Soldier. For anybody who doesn't know, Houou basically means Phoenix or Firebird sort of thing. You know, basically, you remember Power Rangers. Remember how Kimberly had the Firebird Zord, which was a Phoenix. In Die Ranger, she's the Houou Ranger. So, that'll give you that. That's the nomenclature. Another shot of the team. Cool little headshots that they've been doing on these boxes as they've gained more Rangers. And then the back, you can see the sword and the shield moving and how it's supposed to be for changing, for summoning the mecha, for an attack, and for combining to the main Zord. Basically the same four functions that you would find on the Seiza Blaster. Alright, we will crack this bad boy open. Yes, sir. La-dee, la-da, la-dee, la-da. Too much tape, too much tape. Not enough talk, too much tape. Okay. Box is open. Instructions are taped. Do not like. Another good reason to have the blade so you can just do a clean cut and get your instructions. Set that aside. And here we have our 12 Kyutama. It's kind of sparkly actually. There's the normal mode. And there it is like that. I don't know if it looks a little different than the one that's in the mecha. If the sparkle is specific to just this version or not, I'll have to take a look in the next video. But again, just like how the Seiza Blaster has an extra one for Shishi Voyager, which is slightly different because it doesn't have like the reflection on the inside. But so you're going to end up with two of these, just like you have two of the purple one as well. Just how it goes. Although they are slightly different, but the same noises, a little visually, a little bit different. Alright. First we will bust out the shield. As with most of these toys, if you have to get weapons, if you're an adult, you know, got a bigger hand like me, you're fitting like 3 fingers in here. Same thing with like the Seiza Blaster. You're not getting a ton in there. It's not a big item. It's actually fairly light. And then the sword. I will say that with this sort of stuff, I'm always kind of torn. Hold on. I'll tell you that in a minute, my thoughts on that. Let me open this up and see what I am doing. Okay, so in the neck here, I need to open this up and put Just the two up there, right? Okay, so 2 batteries up top here. Up top, my brother. It's a normal Phillips screwdriver head. Simple enough. And we are looking at 2 AAA batteries. Thankfully, 2 is exactly the number that I have on hand. So we can do this. I had a lot of AA's on hand. For some reason, it's usually AAA's, and I always keep thinking it's AA. But typically with these, yeah, you're going to be using AAA batteries. I actually kind of thought there'd be more than just 2. But granted, I thought this was going to be larger than it is. So, anyway. I just want to say my thoughts on this whole concept is that, like, okay, I like the idea that they do unique things for changers. You know, because we've had so many cell phones over the years and just normal wrist-mounted stuff that I like to see them go outside the box a bit. The problem is I'm not big on buying weapons. My whole thing with all these Sentai series is that I always buy all of the mecha and all of the changers. Then the caveat to that is if I'm trying to collect whatever the collectible is that year, and there isn't always a collectible, but many years there are, I will buy other stuff beyond that, but I'm not a huge fan of doing it. So, you know, that's kind of an issue there. So it's cool that they go outside the box and do stuff like this once in a while, but overall, I like saving space. And you know, with this one, we already have the purple has the, Ryu Commander has his changer. So then to have another unique one that's big, that's a weapon, I think that's an overkill for one series. I like the idea, but it's not a personal favorite of mine. Just the concept. The actual item, we'll see. Anyway, let's take a look at this. Okay, so same on noise. Kind of like a little whimsical noise as you put it back in there. Okay, that's not doing anything. And then we will insert the Kyutama. Okay, so that was kind of more like a little rock noise. So it's got like 3 unique sword noises. Alright, there's no hold down the button noise, just always checking that. So it says here that you really have, it says there's 7 variations of noises. Let me try some of this out. Try to see how this, I'm only seeing the 2 buttons right now. And that's always the fun part about this, guys, is that we get to learn this together. I think it looks pretty cool. I mean, the Phoenix design, I'm digging it. You have to hold down the button in the back to actually get it out. How am I supposed to get this? Does this just pop right out, or? Okay. The other thing I'm not always a huge fan of with some of these later changers is that it's hard to see on all of these, but there's little dots, 2, 3, or 4 dots in a certain pattern on these. And what they do with a lot of these gimmick toys is they're always in a different design, and by those different designs, they push little buttons down on the changer. You can see in the in the Seiza Blaster, there's 6 little dots there, and so based on how many and what order they push them down, they make specific noises that are to that Kyutama. With these later changes in the line, they tend to abandon the gimmick feature. It was the same thing with the Ryu Commander one. You can see, looking at this, I don't know if I can really show it to you very well, but it's just a generic, see? Where I don't have to do anything, it's just one button. See? that doesn't. They abandon the gimmick just to have the cool new toy, and they don't really think about functionality switching over to other items. So if you want specific noises, like we have to go over here, and this will probably give you the specific noises. Oh, sorry. Oops, sorry, I didn't put that in correctly. Let's go this. See? The unique sounds are there, and it really gives you a better appreciation for the main changer, actually, I would say so. And so with these, they look cool, it's a unique idea, but you're not getting the same sort of bang for your buck, I would say. Let me take a quick look at this. Okay, so that's the button to change. Yeah, alright, let's try this again. And this sort of spins, so you really have to find your spot perfectly to put it back in. That's what she said. Okay, so you have to hold it down there. So I'm guessing the different... Oh, it spins putting it back in. I'm guessing you have to hit it the number of times. Like, let me hold on. So I'm guessing... There, see? And that's the final attack, the Galaxy. I guess so I have to keep doing this every time I want something new? So we've got the change was 1, the attack was 2, summoning the Zord was 3, docking 4. It says it goes up to 7, so I'm going to keep trying, guys. Two, 3, 4, 5. Okay, super. That was super come on the docking, which means it's the big combination. Are you done? It's the big combination of Houou Soldier's Mecha and then Shishi Voyager and then all of the Kyutama, which again, another video. That's 5. Let's go to 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that was just an attack. Alright, let's try 7. That one was anticlimactic. Oh, well now we're back to where we started. Maybe there aren't 7. I do like the rock music though. Anyway, I guess that's about it. The unfortunate thing is that when I do these live, and I haven't really watched anything about them, and I'm not being able to read the Japanese, I do sometimes miss stuff, guys. So if I miss anything that you know, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. I don't want to get this video too long, but this is our Houou weapon / changer. I think it's a pretty cool, solid design. It's got a decent amount of heft to it. It's unique, and I definitely give it credit for that. And I'm sure it's going to make a great toy when it gets converted for Power Rangers. But again, I would still probably rather have something smaller. I mean, even the weapon's not a bad idea, even if it's just a sword instead of a sword and a shield. But if you're a completionist like me, this is a must-buy. It's fun, it's quirky, it's unique. Not the best, not the worst, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And that's going to be it for me, guys, for this video. Again, I'm going to have a video for the mecha. I'm going to have another loot anime coming up soon. And this isn't the only Kyuranger stuff either, because there is a movie mecha coming as well. But until I get to all of that stuff, guys, I just really hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, please just like this video if you like it. Comment if you have something you'd like to say. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed before. Ring that bell to be notified of my new upcoming videos. And the best thing you can do for me, as always, is to share this video with your friends and your family, people who like fiery red birds. That's always a thing, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. And until I see you next with another Kyuranger video, another loot anime video, all these crazy videos, I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying that I am going to be King of the Geeks. Yeah, man, check out the Argo. It's kind of like a one-piece ship. Dreamin', don't give it up, Argo.